By this time, John and Don had already reached the spaceship, and Morin was in position. As his wife counted down, the spaceship successfully took off. As it went up, the gravity got stronger, and both men passed out. Morin kept calling to them until they woke up. Following her instructions, they successfully flew the ship, letting out heat from the engine. Everyone was relieved to see it was working, but then they faced the next danger, a strange cloud. Just as the two were getting ready for their next instruction, someone appeared behind Morin and knocked her out. It was June. The scene then cuts to Will, tied up in the room where June had been held. Turns out that June had tricked Will into letting her out. Without anyone giving commands, the spaceship soon exploded in midair as everyone watched in horror. It looked like John and Don had just died. Inside the hall, 3 people are sad about the explosion, but Will believes his father is still alive. He insists it must be a machine problem, and that's why they can't contact him. At this moment, Judy plans to look for her mother, who was taken away by June. Will wants to go with her, but Judy says no and asks him to stay. Will knows that all of this happened because of his own mistakes. Holding the signal receiver, he goes back to his room. Judy makes one last meal before leaving to find her mother. Elsewhere, Morin wakes up to find herself looking at the taken-apart pieces of the alien robot and a free June. June then ties Morin to a tree and starts putting the robot back together, but it still doesn't do anything. June guesses the problem isn't with the robot, but with the spaceship itself. Saying this, she takes Morin into the alien ship. Morin tries to push June away to escape, but accidentally sets off a reaction. Just like what happened on the mother ship, the spaceship's special engine reacts. Morin says she had seen it before when she touched it in a secret area on the mothership. Then, both of them lift their hands and touch a groove at the same time. Unexpectedly, the engine successfully turns on, and the alien door opens. This brings back memories for June. She remembers that while escaping on the mothership, she heard 2 people arguing that the aliens might come back for the engine, and if it were lost, everyone would die. Now, they finally understand. The robot didn't attack the mothership for no reason. Humans had actually captured an alien ship and stolen its engine. The aliens were just trying to get their property back. At this time, Judy, in her vehicle, uses a locator and finds a signal far away. She checks it and realizes it's her mother's vehicle and immediately leaves to rescue her. June is busy putting the alien robot together. Even though they found the spaceship's engine, the robot still won't turn on. Frustrated with the pile of useless metal, June gets angry and even kicks it. What she doesn't notice is that when her arm touched the wreckage of the alien spaceship, it slowly started to change. Just then, she hears some rustling and the screams of a chicken in the bushes. Curious, she looks and pulls back the leaves to find the pet chicken. Suddenly, Judy appears behind her and knocks her out with a stun device. She quickly unties her mother, grabs the chicken, closes the vehicle door, and gets ready to drive away. However, the alien robot, which has suddenly come back to life, blocks their path. They try to back up, but the robot grabs the bumper, and the vehicle won't move, its back wheels just spinning. Then, the stunned June surprisingly gets up from behind the robot, which then gives a warning. The alien robot seems to have accepted June as its new master, since she was the one who brought it back to life. Meanwhile, Will, frustrated with himself, is taking out his anger by smashing decorations. While doing this, he throws the rock the alien robot gave him, and it splits in 2. Will smells it and discovers it has a foul odor, like poop. He takes it to a biologist to be checked and learns it is a powerful biofuel, basically fossilized super poop. Every spaceship had a machine to turn poop into fuel, but it would take humans at least 2 or 3 years to make enough fuel to leave the planet. But if they could collect enough of this super poop from a certain cave, it would be much easier. But then the scientist brings up an important point. In the sample, he found traces of every creature he knew of on the planet, which meant that the creature making the super poop was at the top of the food chain. Collecting it would be extremely dangerous. Even so, they gathered everyone and went to the cave. As they walked with torches, they saw a huge amount of the super poop in front of them. The group excitedly moved forward to look at it when suddenly, Victor stepped on something. He looked down and realized it was a fresh pile of it right under his foot. He shined his flashlight up and saw giant alien bats hanging overhead.